there's another part here where you can make weekly reports that will talk about storage use, or you can make a daily report or any other kind of report you'd want. And now here's the fun part. I'm going to get out of the resource manager here, and we're going to go ahead and create a special folder. And this folder is going to be called Secret. Now we can be James Bond and have our secret files in here. So now I'm going to encrypt my secret text file, which is right here. It's going to be called File 1, so it's very vague so no one knows it's in there. Now we're going to encrypt it. So we're going to go ahead and encrypt this. Go to Advanced. And go right here. Encrypt contents to secure data. And I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And then basically right now, then we're going to encrypt the file only. Otherwise it'll encrypt the whole folder. There we go, and see it makes that special green color. And what's neat is because we decrypted it, or encrypted it with this so now our file is encrypted, but because we encrypted it on our current user, we can put whatever we want in here. So I could just put my name in there and it'll save it and encrypt it. And the biggest thing would be with another user accessing it, we'd have to do a few options. So we're going to go ahead and create another user and go from there. So now we got to get to our Active Directory. So we'll go to the Active Directory to make a new user. We're going to go right here to New User. We're going to create our user right here. This information EFS test 1. We're going to do password never expires. Capital P. And the word's going to be password 01. And we're going to click next. And finish. And now we got to go ahead and let that user log on. So the next step would be to go to our group policy. So basically we now have to go to this area here. It says default domain controllers policy. Click OK there and we go to edit. And then when we're in here, we're going to break down the folders and go down to user rights assignment. And then we're going to double click the allow log on locally. Now when you double click, this will pop up right here. We're going to add a user group. We're going to add to our domain users group. Then we'll click OK. We're going to go ahead and run a command. So we're going to open up our command prompt window. And inside of here, we're going to do GP update. So now that we're logged in, we can go and we'll see if this file is still encrypted. which it is. Nothing came through. Now let's just write something in here. And then we save it. We'll save it as file 2. I was expecting file 2 to be green because it says in the notes here it would be, but maybe it's because of how the file's opened. Sometimes the files being opened in WordPad or something like that might be different than files being opened in Notepad. So I'm just going to make sure that so it looks like it's Notepad. Try saving it one more time. It's file 2. And we'll see what happens. And it still doesn't encrypt it. But we'll move on to the next task here. So we'll be messing with these files here with our command prompt. So we see our files in here, and we'll go ahead and use our cipher command. And this tells us about basically what the command does. These are all the different options with it. What I want to go ahead and do is I'm going to encrypt the second file. So there we go. It's encrypted. Then if I want to decrypt it, change that to a D, and now it's decrypted, and I can read the file now. I want to keep it encrypted, so no one knows my secret code. And that's the end of that activity. Move on to the next one. So now we're going to go ahead and log off of our EFS test 1 server. Then we're going to log into our 411 server. So I'm going to go ahead and log in as administrator to the 411 server 1. Go ahead and open that secret folder. So EFS test 1 wasn't added to the administrator group, so I was just going to go ahead and do that for him. And it's right here under member of, and then I can just go to advanced, find now, I can put administrators, click OK, and click OK, and now he's an administrator. As for our file here, I'm just going to go to File 1 here, go to Properties, go to Advanced, and go to Details, and then I can add a user, which we're going to do to EFS test 1, and add that user so they can see the encrypted content. And click OK there, and OK here. And now we got to go ahead and log out of this user, and we're going to do the EFS test 1. Let's go and see if that secret document now can be loaded by my secret agent in EFS test 1. it is. Shows the information. So now we're in activity 3-10, and I'm going to go ahead and try to install BitLocker. Do add roles and features. I'm going to go ahead and get to where we can add BitLocker. And it's right there, BitLocker Drive Encryption. I'm going to click Add Features. We're just going to do the defaults here. Install. And just make sure to wait for it to completely install. So this progress bar goes all the way to the end. And there we go. It says it's ready to go. And close this. And we'll go ahead and completely shut off our machine here. Because that's how BitLocker works. And sometimes you just have to wait a few minutes to wait for it to completely shut down. Because that's to encrypt everything. Now I completely shut down the VMware for this one, and we'll see what happens. So we'll go ahead and log in. It almost seems to load faster with the BitLocker turned on. You might even have to shut down your machine twice, and when you go into the control panel, when you go to System and Security, you should see BitLocker Drive Encryption right here. And we're going to go ahead and turn that on. You see there will be an error because we actually have to turn it on a different way. And one thing you will notice is right here in the bottom left hand corner it says TPM Administration. And here it'll tell us a little bit more about the TPM on our machine, or the Trusted Platform module.